Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So today is 26th of April, and it's almost 36 minutes past 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's start. We are getting into a key earning weeks, right? So basically, we have a lot of earnings. So it's basically a packed schedule of major earnings that are going to be reported this week between April 27th and May 1st. So we have key Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet on Wednesday after market. Then we have Apple, ScanDisk after market on Thursday. And then we have from the consumer, from the, what do you call it? From the consumer sector, we have Coca-Cola, and then we have CMG, and then we have Spotify on Tuesday before market. We have Qualcomm aftermarket. We have ConocoPhillips, Caterpillar aftermarket, Lilly. So we have pharmaceutical, also pharmaceutical and healthcare, Merck, Amgen, Reddit. Reddit is basically, I've kept it here because basically Reddit is volatile after the earnings. And then the energy sector, like ExxonMobil, and then we have Chevron. So a lot to happen this week. Geopolitical situation with what is happening with the earning week. Market focus will be mainly, which I think will be mainly on earnings. There will be some influence by the geopolitical situation. Until unless we get something very bad, I think market will focus on earnings. That is in my best opinion, what I think about the market. And let me show you. So I do put what do you call it? Just a second. Let me go back here. So I do put market probability map every week, mostly on Friday around 2 p.m., around 2 p.m. Eastern time. If for some reason I'm not able to put it on Friday, then I put it over the weekend on Sunday, right? So my weekly probability map is suggesting that tomorrow, the day 27th, Dow Jones is likely to be bullish. I mean, Dow Jones historically has been bullish this day. S&P has acted mixed, and Nasdaq has been bearish. So mixed to bearish type of sentiments during the day. Let's see what happens. And then we have 28th, 29th, and the first, all bullish for all three indices, and 30th April is all bearish for all the three indices, right? So that's what it is. It is key, guys. Again, you know me very well. My name is Ali Merchant. I'm the founder of TWT Learning, and these probability map is my team. This is what I'm using. I'm sharing with you guys. A lot of guys have, most of the guys have appreciated it. Works 70 to 80% of the time. It's a guidance, right? It doesn't mean that the market will exactly do as it is, but it's a guidance, right? So it's a broader guidance. Now let's go to MNQ, which is the Nasdaq futures, Nasdaq E-mini futures. It's going in a very sharp, moving along a very sharp trend line, right? As long as this trend line is not taken out, we are going higher. And this trend line, as for today, the day of Monday, it is at 27,150. As long as we remain above this, we are going higher. And this is a very sharp move. Let's go and let's look at the MES, which it's basically the S&P futures. MES is E-mini, micro E-mini for S&P futures. So basically, this is also going in a very, very sharp momentum, right? So it seems like there's no look back at the moment in the market, and it doesn't happen. That market does not go in one direction. Market do change the direction. We'll see how it happens. But for today, Monday, the key level is 7,160, 65, maybe 55. As long as it remains above this, we are going higher. Right? So that is what about the S&P and MNQ futures. Let's look at the VIX. Now, VIX actually moves a couple of times during the year. So the entire last year, like let's say from January 2025, we have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 moves in the year, right? So VIX moves 5 times a year. So far, so this year, what we have seen is basically we have seen 1 or 2 moves. Now it's cooling down. That means market is in a stable condition and not a lot of hedging going on. There's hedging going on, but not a lot of hedging going on S&P. So volatility markets are going to be directional. It will remain in the direction, right? Depending on if as long as these trend lines are held. Let's look at QQQ. Okay. QQQ exactly ETF, the Nasdaq 100 ETF, and you can see it's straight in one line. Now, whenever there is a move of 45-degree angle, that move remains intact and the corrections are shallow. So I still believe we have some room as long as when it comes to QQQ, I'll keep an eye on 653, 654. As long as if that is held, we have more room on the upside. And it's a big earning weeks, but market will be looking at a couple of things for all these large tech companies that what is the revenue they have earned by investing billions and billions of dollars into AI in the past year? What is their capex for the next year? If both matches, revenue matches, higher revenue, increase in revenue after spending a lot of money on AI, data centers, and capex increases, that means this rally will continue. The same thing is with SPY. Just a second. So SPY is actually a little bit testing this line. Again, the best thing was, sorry, I think the line is this, right? Okay. So SPY is also along this line. As long as SPY remains, I mean, it holds 711, or if it breaks 711 on the downside, we may see some type of correction in SPY. But as long as it remains above 711, that means we are going to see SPY continue going higher. Right, guys? So let me go and let me make it, I want to make it a very short and sweet. Give you a short and sweet understanding of the market. Gold, what is happening is any negative geopolitical news, gold goes down. Any positive news, gold goes higher, but gold is in the range for the last couple of days to 2 weeks, I think, the last 15 days. Where it comes to light crude has a strong resistance around 98, 99. Goes above this, we go to 106, 105. Goes below this, we're going to back to 86. Right, guys? US dollar. There was some US dollar was bought in the forward market because of some of the countries are buying oil from US. So the need for US dollar has increased. But again, what we have seen on Friday, that US dollar index, which is a basket of currencies, seven currencies into it, and the highest ratio weightage is for euro, and then sterling, JPY, Canadian dollar, and all those. And this is at the moment we have seen a little larger move on Friday from 99.34 to 98.41, and then we closed close to the low. Okay? So that's the key point to keep an eye. But we'll see how the dollar behaves. Okay, US 10 years yields. It's in the range between 4.35 to 4.24%, right? And then we look at the risk on, risk off instrument, which is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading at 7,930, 7,900 to 7,900, 7,900 to 62.70. It has broken this resistance at 77,465. There is a possibility it may come back to retest before going higher. That's what my take on it. Let's quickly go through the key earnings this week. So we have earnings from the, okay. I did write an article on Tesla earning, and I write articles. I'm contributing analyst with investing.com, fxfeed.com, and Kitco Metals in Canada. So I do write in the earning season, I do write a lot of earning preview analysis. So I did write about Tesla, and I did mention that 405 to 390 is the key level. If it does not break post earning, it can come down between 351 to I think 346 or something. Please do check out on investing.com. Go to investing.com and search for Ali Merchant. You'll find all my articles over there. So I think Tesla is gradually heading towards 364, like 365 and 357 band. Right? By the way, I do offer TWT Learning. So I'm the founder of TWT Learning. And TWT Learnings offer research and advisory services. We provide education on markets. I run a 4 months mentorship program covering markets, fundamentals, technicals, money flow, option flows, and seasonality, and combine that. So the theme is you need to have a good analytical technique, need to understand human and market psychology, and everything comes down to the risk management. So it's a game of mathematics, statistics, and risk management, right? Now let's look at NVIDIA. So those who are following me for a long time, they know it that my key point on NVIDIA was 185. As long as it remains below 185, it goes to 164, 165. Above 185, it has tendency to go to 212. Now, if NVIDIA breaks 212, 213, then we have a significant move on the upside. Right, guys, let's see AMD. Now, AMD has a very sharp move after it broke through 265 and 70. We have seen a move to almost 252 as of Friday. It can go and it can hit this trend line. So you see what happened here. It hit this trend line, came down, it hit this trend line, then failed, came down here, the same thing. There's a possibility that we may go to 360s, into 360s and come down a little bit to fill this gap. But the direction is bullish with a high probability of a correction when we hit 360, 65. Let's look at Alphabet. So Alphabet is close to its all-time high, which is between 340, around 348, 49, 350. It goes above that. Possibilities, it's going to go higher. Right at the moment as we speak, NVIDIA is at in the night market, 210. Okay, we have Tesla is 377, and then we have AMD, which is at 350, almost 354. Right? And then what we have is Google, which is at Google is 344, 345. And what do we have? NVIDIA done. Okay. Broadcom, I will just pass it because the earnings are not immediately. I think the earnings are going to be somewhere in the, it's going to be June, 4th June. So we have time on it. As long as 415, 412, it holds 410, I would say. It has room to do the upside, but I think it's due for a good correction. Apple. Those who are following me, they know that in December I recommended Apple for this year, Apple and Google, and my pick for Q1, first half of the year was Apple and Google. And in my webinar on 5th of April, my picks were AMD, Apple. Those were the two. And let's say what is Apple doing is Apple, as long as holds to 65, it can go back to 277 to 79, the high what we have seen. Let's go to Microsoft. It seems like Microsoft has made a bottom here. Microsoft breaks, say, I would say 442, 43, 44, then it has a good probability of going into 480s. There's a gap over here, price gap. Okay, let's go to Amazon. Amazon is all-time high, and It seems that Amazon is going further higher. Where is Amazon at this moment? So Amazon is at 265 versus the closing of 264. So Amazon, sorry, 266 almost, right? So it has room on the upside. I generally would like to see the market strong when they open at 9:30, 9:45 in the morning. Sometimes the night market is not it's a good indication, but sometimes they are not the right indication for when the market opens. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. It's a short and sweet video. I do provide market related trainings. Those interested, please reach out to me. You can go to twtlearning.com and there is my WhatsApp and text number. I appreciate WhatsApp or text message, please. Plus, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and investing.com and fxstreet.com and kitco.com. Thank you very much for your time, guys. I wish you a very productive and great trading week and week ahead. Take care, guys. Good night.